This segment is sponsored by the Real Estate Top Performers. The market is robust heading into the holiday season, so how are realtors selling homes during the pandemic? I spoke to David Bediz of the Bediz Group LLC about how his organization is finding success during this period. I also spoke to Min Hugh of Eastern Title and Settlement to see how home transactions are being settled these days. David, Min, welcome to Great Day Washington.
Good morning.
Thank you so much.
All right, you all are still working harder than ever during this pandemic. And David, I want to start with you. How has your job selling homes, listing these homes changed during this pandemic?
Well, luckily we have a strong foundation of really high quality marketing with our group. But we weren't always doing every single thing for every single listing. It just depended on what we thought was the best strategy for each one. But these days, it turns out we're doing everything we can possibly do for every listing. And the reason is we need to get as many eyeballs on those listings online as possible to encourage people who ordinarily don't really want to come out and see things in person unless they're really motivated to come out and see them. So we're doing things like a full tour by video, a full 3D virtual tour using the Matterport technology, of course, a full photo tour as well. And then even on all of our listings now, we're doing a mini website too that combines all of these tours plus a map plus other key points about the property all in one place so that people can really immerse themselves into the property virtually before they ever set foot inside.
It's amazing, all the things we are able to do now and realizing the importance of it. So you're staging a home virtually. People get to see it on their computer screen. But what about in person? You say that's still just as important.
Yeah, so a lot of agents are encouraging their clients to use virtual staging, which is a much cheaper alternative to actually bringing in furniture to an empty property. And we've always felt that that's a good idea if that's really your only option budget-wise. But honestly, the key to selling a home is not just getting the attention online. It's also what people feel when they come inside the house too. And if you attract them with this really pretty image online, but they come inside and they feel disappointed or let down or not as comfortable, then you're not really, completing the loop there. We need to make sure that they feel comfortable and welcome in that house and make it feel like it's their own house from start to finish when they find it online, all the way to seeing it in person and beyond. So we always recommend that an empty house or a house that's cluttered or has some furniture that's a little outdated, that we do the decluttering, that we remove old pieces that are not contributing to the property and restage it with real nice furniture from a professional stager. That's really the best way to sell a property, both online and then most importantly in person.
Well, and this online listing stuff isn't new, right? But I don't know how many times I've been disappointed where you see a home online, the pictures, video look great, and you get there and you're like, not really what I was expecting. So that speaks to the importance of still in person, making it look its best. And Min, for you all, what have you seen this year, these last few months of the pandemic? What kind of trends are you seeing in the market?
I mean, in the beginning of the pandemic, we thought that 2020 is going to be a very slow year. But unfortunately, right after May of this year, the market just picked up and it hasn't really stopped at all. With the low interest rate and a lot of people looking to buy homes, the market is actually very, very good this year compared to last, I would say. And fortunately, a lot of people are still looking to buy houses, even during the pandemic. And we've seen contracts that are sent to us after it's been ratified, where these buyers are beating out 5 to 10 other offers at this point. So 2020 has been, pretty good considering that, the whole country is going through this pandemic right now.
I mean, even more, it's so competitive to make your listing, your property stand out. And real quick, Min, dealing with settlements this year, how are you doing that safely?
So our office is still conducting closings safely. And since the beginning of pandemic, we've been tweaking it where, we have all of our closer wearing protective gear, face masks, social distancing, and then wearing gloves. And when we have closings in our conference room, after each closing, we'll have someone go in and sanitize all the table, the chairs, any surface that might have been touched by the prior closing. That way, we keep that office sanitized the whole time. But we also are working with our clients because some of our clients are elderly and they're more on the high risk side, so they do not want to actually come to our office in person for closing. So in that situation, we've given a lot of clients options. We can send a closer to your home, and we can sign all the paperwork in your backyard or in your garage. Or if you feel comfortable, our closer will go in with gloves and face mask and everything to conduct the closing inside your home as well. So we're just giving our clients an option to feel that if they need to take precautions to do the closing safely, we're more than happy to accommodate them.
Well, thank you both, David and Men, for updating us and everything you're doing to keep the ball rolling for all of those looking to buy a home. We appreciate you being here today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you very much. Pleasure being here. Thank you.
If you're looking for home financing, call 833-MTG-LINK, and don't forget to follow the Real Estate Top Performers on YouTube.